EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Bears of Rio de Janeiro. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fields on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
Now an option play on second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
46.
Second down, Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. The left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Here's Fields. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people.
Now the third down throw incomplete as well. So on fourth down, it was Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
$17-0 our score after 1. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 33, here's second down and 1. Here's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first. And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And touchdown! Chuba Hubbard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Fields throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields going to change things up here. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus the defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. All right. There we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Prescott now on second down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Prescott on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete. Right around the 8. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first down, Fields. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On first down, it's Fields. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Escaping the pressure right. That one down the field for Ferguson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Prescott to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Lucas Van Ness able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And they will take over first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10. Fields again. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard. And down inside the 15 he goes. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 20. Option play. Here's Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
3rd down and 6. Now Fields. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. I'll give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Now here's Pollard. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, going to 54, wide in. 26.
Prescott going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds his man, Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Fields. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Right back to Hubbard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now inside the 25. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Pollard. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Prescott, rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And got his man, complete. A gain of 37.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw, Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Aubrey now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First down.
To throw is Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Dallas, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Rio, it's unfortunately more of the